all kicked off, back in 2020. For the very first time in my whole life, I felt there was something wrong about what we were being told, and that was a unique experience for me, because I've never been a controversial, contrarian person. I've always kept my head down, towed the line, but I knew just somewhere in my gut that what we were being told wasn't right. And I held on to that instinct. And when the story began to develop about the truckers in Canada, I felt something very similar, but the flip side of the coin. I felt that what they were doing was absolutely right. I felt that for the longest time, contrary voices, opposition to lockdown and restrictions and all the rest was being dismissed by leaders, and it was being brushed under the carpet and ignored by the mainstream media. But for the first time, the efforts of the Canadian truckers were on such a scale that finally it just couldn't be ignored. It was just too grand, and almost begrudgingly, even the mainstream media have begun to acknowledge that it was going on. And there's something just completely right about the stand, because I think what was always required in the face of the authoritarian behaviour of leaders was for just enough people, regular people, to stand up and say no. And they're in Canada, where they've been under some of the most draconian restrictions and regulations, really, much like your homeland of New Zealand. And,
it's bad.
That has turned, I think it's been like a ray of sunshine. It's the break in the clouds.